Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to your main screen of your printer, you're gonna hit control. Okay, you're gonna touch nozzle and you're gonna heat this up to about 220, 230 degrees. Just keep tapping until you get up to that number. Okay, when you're up there, you hit OK, and you're gonna see the nozzle temperature there, 21 at 2. It'll keep heating up until it gets to 220. When it gets to 220, you're going to go over here to the extruder button and you're going to hit the up arrow a few times, and that's going to cause the extruder gears to spin inside of the unit, and then it's going to push the filament line back up out. Whatever's in there in the gears is going to push it back out. Okay, then you're going to come over here, you're going to go to control, and you're going to turn this all the way off again. Okay, so take it back down to 0. Okay, so you're going to do that. So now 0, let your nozzle cool. Just start going back down. There you go. Okay, then you're going to go over here. This lid right here, you just kind of grip it on both sides and it just pulls right off, just like that. And then you got to pull this rubber silicone sock. It just pops right off. Just comes straight off like that. And then inside, there's a little latch. You pop that latch open, and then once you've done that, the nozzle will pop itself out completely, just like that. Okay, so here's what you do next. Oh, hot. I'll show you on a different nozzle. Use a pair of like wire cutters to just cut this little part off if there's anything sticking out of the nozzle. Okay, then you're gonna have, let's see, let me get one out. So then say you got your nozzle, it's out, it's looking like this. Okay, you're going to get a small Allen wrench key, and there's several that came with your set, and then one of them will almost certainly fit. So you get a small Allen wrench key, you get yourself a pair of pliers. I don't have a pair of pliers on me, but you're going to hold this, hold the nozzle by the heat sink portion, and then you're going to take a torch and you're going to heat the back end of the nozzle like this. Like right over here on this flat part. Okay, you're going to heat that up, and you're going to heat that up and heat that up. And then once it's once it's heating and it kind of looks like it's real hot, you're going to take this Allen wrench, which happens to have a little nub on the end of it, by the way, which is good. And you're going to take this Allen wrench and you're going to put it straight through the top. And it'll get down maybe about an inch, 3/4 of an inch before it stops, but it'll be about that far into the nozzle before it stops. Then you're going to let it cool for a minute or two. And then you're going to grab the wrench and you're going to yank it back out. And any filament that's like stuck in here is going to pull a lot of that out with it. And you do that a couple times until you're kind of doing it and then nothing's coming out with, with the wrench. When this comes back out, you can just use a knife, and there's going to be filament stuck on the wrench. You just can cut it off with a knife real quick. Okay, so but the other thing your kit came with is I know I have one somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Your kit came with a little, almost like it's like a pin. It's like a brush that's about 3 inches long, and it's very thin. It's like a wire pin. And you're going to kind of do something similar where you're going to heat the nozzle up again, and you're going to stick that pin in straight through here, except for the diameter of the pin is so thick or so thin that it'll go straight through your nozzle and it'll pop out the tip. And you're just going to do that, and you're going to move it back and forth a bunch and kind of just clear that. If there is a jam, clear that jam out. If you want, you can also stick it through the tip portion and do it the other way. Again, kind of push the stuff out. So you do that, and that's basically how you clear your jam. And then once you've done that, you're ready to go and reinstall it. Reinstalling is just as easy as taking it apart. You just open these door flaps like that. And there's the flap on this side, flap on that side, and you just stick it up there. It'll lock it. It'll catch magnetically like that. So you close one, close the other. Don't forget to put the silicone sock back on. If you don't put the sock back on, things will not work. The nozzle, you'll get printer errors if you don't put the sock back on. The nozzle will overheat and you'll get errors. You just put the sock back on, and you just pop the cover back on like that, and then you're done. And that should clear your clock.